Central California South. Welcome to Cookie Rookie Training, and this is for troop coordinators that have been in the position for 1 to 2 years. It is a little bit more detailed as far as training, and during the training, we are going to have our product department go through how to maneuver through smart cookies as well. And if you have any questions, just because it's a large group, if you don't mind just typing in the chat. We have the whole product department here besides our COO, and so they can answer all of your questions as we're going through. And anything that they don't know, they write it down, and then they'll regroup tomorrow and come up with those answers if they don't know something, which I mean, that's very rare. So they're awesome. We have Sarah Allman here. She is part of the product department. Miss Sarah. We have Christina here in her robe. That's awesome. And we have Ashley here. She's taking role for us right now. So Ashley is also here. So this is your product department. Sarah and Christina are based out of Fresno, and then Ashley is based out of the Bakersfield office right here where I am today. So if you ever have questions, and you need some guidance, of course, as the troop coordinators, you're here to help your troops, but also you have a really great group of people in your service unit that actually can help you with all of your questions. I'm going to get started today, and I'm going to start sharing my screen. And like I said, at any time, if you have questions, go ahead and type in the chat. We do not mind. We want you to, we want this to be thorough. And if you have questions, to ask them. All right. Does everybody see? I'm going to stop sharing for 1 second. Try this one more time. Okay. Does everybody see the beginning of my slideshow? Thank you. All right, so this is our 2022 cookie program for troop coordinators, dreaming of Girl Scout cookies, right? ABC Bakers overview is what we're going to go over first. Cookie program overview, important dates, troop coordinator role, and then cookie boothing. And if you have any questions, like I said, go ahead and type them in the chat. So our ABC Bakers overview, this is introducing our new cookie this year. And our new cookie for 2022 is called Adventurefuls. It's a brownie-inspired cookie with caramel flavored cream and just a hint of sea salt on it. If you have not received your program materials from your service unit directors, just so you know, you should get a sample package of these for your troops to taste these when you get your program materials.
We'll also be handing them out at Jubilation, just in case anyone wants one sooner.
So that's an incentive to go to Jubilation for sure. And if you went to our volunteer mixer as well, you have already tasted those Adventurefuls. So it's quite an adventure in your mouth. Caramel Delights, we have lemonades this year, Adventurefuls, Thin Mints, Shortbread, Caramel Chocolate Chip. This is our gluten-free cookie, Tostiers, peanut butter sandwiches, and peanut butter patties, and these are through ABC Cookies. When it says only at ABC, that's because we have, Girl Scouts has 2 cookie companies. We have Little Brownie Bakers, and we have ABC Bakers, and our council is actually part of ABC Bakers. So Little Brownie Bakers have these same cookies, but they are named different things. So sometimes, like I normally will tell my troop, I kind of teach them both of the names, because when somebody comes to your booth, they might say, hey, I want a do-si-do, or, and they say the other name. And so the girls are kind of proficient on both of the terminology for the cookies. the other baker has a different gluten-free cookie, and they're, and so they have a little bit of a difference in their cookies. All right, so I wanted to show you this chart because it's kind of cool. The top selling cookies for 2021, we have Girl Scout cookies are at the top of, in part of the top 8 for retail. So this is so weird. This big chunk right here, yesterday was the opposite. Yesterday it was just this showing and nothing else. And today it's all of it except for this chunk. So I don't know what's going on with the chart. But this chart right here, this chunk is Oreos at 28% of top selling. Then we have Chips Ahoy, and then Oreo double stuff is at 12%, Belvita 13%. But Thin Mints are 8%, Caramel Delight 6%, and Peanut Butter Patties 4%. So in the 8 top selling cookies of last year, Girl Scout cookies rank in the top 8, which is kind of cool. So customer's choice, if you don't know and you haven't been around Girl Scout cookies, our top sellers are really the Thin Mints, the Caramel Delights, and the Peanut Butter Patties. So as you're placing your initial orders, you're probably going to order more of these 3 flavored cookies. Last year, besides that, we had, what is a Caramel Delight over here? This chart is, I got these from ABC Bakers too. Lemonades at 11%, peanut butter sandwiches at 8%, shortbreads 7%, and then Tostiers at 8%, and s'mores is at 9%, but we don't have s'mores anymore. That was our last year. They discontinued them. And then our gluten-free caramel chocolate chip is at 2% of customers' choice. Okay, so I like to show the chart just so you know what to order when you're doing your initial orders. We also have plenty of healthful features. We have 4 vegan cookies, the lemonades, the Tostiers, peanut butter patties, and Thin Mints are all vegan. And we have 1 caramel chocolate chip cookie. It's gluten-free, and the troops should have already ordered them. They're ordered months ahead of time. So I think a few months ago, we sent out an email and we asked who wants to order the gluten-free cookies and how many cases you want to order. What they do from there is they produce them, they package them, and then they completely clean the entire cookie factory. And then they start producing the other cookies. And that's why we have to have the gluten-free cookies, know ahead of time how many everybody wants to order. I just wanted to show you this. There is an allergen chart. I know that a lot of people nowadays, not nowadays, but people have a lot of allergies that we need to be aware of. So I think this is a really handy chart. And this is on the website, and I will show you where to find that. But it's kind of cool because it tells you what each of the cookies contain, such as wheat, soy, coconut, milk, peanuts, and eggs, and then does not contain. And then these are all certified kosher cookies. There is 1 gluten-free, and then the 4 vegan. Okay. So introducing our mascot for 2022, it is a koala. So all of our recognitions and our rewards have koalas on them. Super duper cute. And then this is our theme for the year. Our theme for 2022 is Climb with Courage. Let's encourage girls to be their most courageous cookie seller this season. Okay. All right. So the cookie program overview in your guide, and if you have not received your materials from your service unit director, you will, and so don't worry, but we do have guides up on the website as well. And on page 7, it has all of the vocabulary. And we are going to just kind of go over a little bit of it today. So ACH, this refers to the process of council collecting payments from the Troop Bank account electronically. So when we say your ACH is due on this date, that means that the council is going to take out, we're going to collect our payment of what you owe us. So we're giving you the cookies basically on loan, and you're going to pay us back for those on the set date for them, okay? ABC Smart Cookies, this is the online platform that we use. The troop leaders, the service unit directors, and the girls all log into their smartphone, their tablet, their computer, and they're able to put in, see how many they sold. You just kind of manage your whole cookie business on ABC Smart Cookies. Then we have our credit card reader. This is through the ABC Smart Cookies app. So the girls can actually take credit cards. So as she's going door to door or at a booth, she can just log into her account and she can take credit card payments, okay? DocuSign, everybody should have already signed a DocuSign. If you have not, I can show you where to find that on the website. This is our secure system for all cookie agreements, basically saying, hey, we're giving you these cookies and you're going to pay us back for them, okay? So you're basically signing for the cookies through this electronic agreement. The boozing lottery, this is a system in smart cookies for boozing. The lottery is run for council secured locations. So when we talk about boozing lottery in a little bit, when we talk about boozing, this is all run through the ABC Smart Cookies app. Parent delinquency report, this is filled out. You're the troop coordinator, so you will complete this form when a parent or guardian has unpaid cookie debt. So when we say, you know, on March 31st, the cookie program is over and everybody has to pay by this date, you have to fill out that form by that date, and the parents have to pay. This is just another page of cookie terminology. And product department, you can chime in anytime you want, okay? Cut me off anytime. So cookie rallies. This is where service units host a rally to get their girls excited for the cookie program. Cookie University was last week, and the girls learned about the 5 skills of the cookie program. So cookie delivery. So what cookie delivery means in smart cookies, when customers actually order from you, or from the girls, I should say, they have an option of checking girl delivery or direct ship. If the customer checks girl delivery, this means that the girls actually physically deliver the cookies to the customer. And then direct ship, that's the same thing. So when customers go into the online store, when they're ordering from your daughter, or troop girls, I should say, they can either check girl delivery or direct ship. If they check direct ship, that means that the cookies get sent directly to them. And then e-cards, this is the invitation girls will send out in smart cookies to allow their customers the option to order either girl delivery or direct ship. And then GS Learn, this is our online training system. So after training today, I will probably put the video up in GS Learn. And from there, whoever has not, if you need to watch the video again or look at the slides, you can go into GS Learn and watch it. If somebody didn't show up to training today, they can also go into GS Learn and watch the video. All right, so important dates. This is important. That's why it's up there. So January 3rd is when the cookie program order card sales start. Okay, move your heads off my screen. Okay, so this is where the girls take their order cards and they can actually go around. They will not have the cookies on them, but they can take their order card sales. January 6th through January 9th, this is the boozing lottery. This is when you can go in as the troop coordinator, you look at the locations and dates and times for the lottery, for the different locations and the boozing, and then you can choose which locations you would like. And then basically it's run like a lottery, like, you know, you might get your chance. You might get your choices and you might not. January 12th, this is when the online cookie sales start. So this is where your girls in your troop can actually send out their links for their online cookie sales store. January 12th, this is when the troop initial orders are due into Smart Cookies. So you as the troop coordinator have to go into ABC Smart Cookies and put your initial orders in. So you should probably have all of the parents tell you, you know, how many cookies they think that they need, and, you know, guesstimate how much you're going to need for boosting, and then you put the initial order into Smart Cookies. And then January 13th, the service units actually review your troop initial orders. If something happens, let's say you put your initial order in by 11:59, and you realize, oh my gosh, I thought it was by packages and not by cases, or vice versa, you can call your service unit director, and the service unit director will go in and fix it for you. That's why the service unit director has one extra day, because they actually go in and they can help you fix your orders. Okay. January 21st, this is boosting. This is first come, first serve, opens up. Sarah, can you tell me a little bit more about that? First come, first serve.
Well, once the lottery is over, everything that is left at that point is available on a first come, first serve basis. So as you go in, if it's available, when you click on it, you can take it. So it's always good to check that regularly.
Perfect, thank you. All right, so you're gonna get your cookies as the troop coordinator. If your service unit has a cupboard, I should say, you will get your cookies anytime from January 30th through February 5th. Your cookie cupboard manager doesn't know until the delivery agents actually call them and say, hey, we're gonna arrive on February 4th. And then they'll contact you and let you know. So this is just the date that the delivery will happen. We just don't know what date for sure. And then February 5th, this is Mega Drop. So let's say your service unit does not have a cookie cupboard. You will come and you will pick up at one of the council locations for Mega Drop. And February 6th, this is where direct sales starts. Basically, that means that the cookie program officially begins. You can actually also do a lemonade stand that day. That is where the girls set up a table in front of their own house. And the girls, it's the very first day of sales, the girls could set up a table in front of their house and they can sell cookies that day. February 11th, this is when boosting begins. And then February 18th, this is the first ACH withdrawal from council. 15% of the initial order will be taken from your troop bank account. So make sure that you have all of that money in the bank, because it comes out the very first thing in the morning on February 18th. March 4th, we have the second ACH withdrawal from council. That's going to be 35% of all of your orders as of February 22nd. March 18th will be the third ACH withdrawal from council at 50% as of March 7th. And then March 27th, this is when the program officially ends, your online sales and your direct sales end. So March 31st, this is where your parent delinquency forms are due. Make sure you have those filled out. It doesn't matter if they are your friends, it doesn't matter if they're a co-leader. If you don't fill out those parent delinquency forms, then your troop, suffers for it, I should say. April 1st is when troop recognition orders are due. And let's say that you forgot to put in those troop recognition orders. Service units actually have a couple days after till April 4th to help with those troop recognition orders, help put them in for you and fix anything that you need them to do. And then April 5th is the final ACH withdrawal from council. So this is 100% of your total balance due. And then sometime in May, your recognitions will be delivered to the service unit directors. So I just want you to understand that this is, a few months of a position, of a responsibility. So please make sure that you give out the recognitions and you go pick them up from the service unit directors. All right, so we have the 5 key skills. Girl Scouting and the cookie program is about the 5 key skills: goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. Of course, the Girl Scout promise is what guides their actions at all times, even during cookie season. And I want to say that the Girl Scout log guides our values as well. I do have this on here because I don't know if everybody filled out their DocuSign. The faster you get all of your stuff done for this position, the faster you can get into ABC Smart Cookies and you're not waiting till the very last minute sometimes. This is 1 form annually. If you were not the troop coordinator for the 2020 fall product program, you will need to fill out a DocuSign for this new position. Okay. If you don't know where it's located, it is on the Cookies Plus tab and then on our website, and it says DocuSign. And I'll show you how to get to the resources in a little bit. All right, so we have the cookie positions. Sarah, are you guys answering all the questions? Okay, perfect. I just see a lot on the chat. Okay. So basically, Girl Scouting, like everything else in Girl Scouting, is like a tier system. So we have our cookie positions. You are that troop cookie coordinator. You are the person in the troop who will be helping manage the cookie program for the troop. Now, if something happens, you have questions, instead of going to council, the person above you is your service unit director. So please make sure that you reach out to the service unit director before you reach out to council. And then the service unit director, if they don't know how to help you, they reach out to council. Otherwise, we have like hundreds of people contacting, the product department, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. There is that tier system for a reason. The service unit director is your person in your service unit who helps you. They're there to help. That's basically their job, is to help manage the cookie program with you and for you. Your service unit cupboard manager, not every service unit has a cupboard manager, but if you do, this is the person in the service unit who will be responsible for storing and distributing cookies. If your service unit doesn't have a cupboard manager, you would have to get your cookies from one of the council office locations. Okay. We talked about this a little bit earlier, ABC Smart Cookies, and it's basically that. You type in abcsmartcookies.com, and that is how your girls, that's how you will get into the system, to your online platform. And we'll show you how to maneuver through it in a little bit. I did want to point out, because they have a few new features this year, but I thought the coolest feature is that they have QR codes added to the Girl and Troop account. And we've been using a lot of QR codes lately, and just even in society, you go to a restaurant and you have QR codes to pull up a menu. But in the guide, Christina actually put all of the QR codes in the guide, which is kind of a neat feature for you to use and the girls to use. GS Learn, like I said earlier, GS Learn is there for you to access all your training courses. All of you should have access to it. You go into your MyGS VTK account, and then you log in with your My account. If you don't know your password, just put forgot password, and it will prompt you to actually complete a new password in your email. But if you haven't went to GS Learn, it has all kinds of courses and fun things for you to use and utilize as a leader. All right. So our guidelines for your position as troop coordinator. You must be a registered and background checked adult for the 2021-2022 year. That's a tongue twister. You should owe no monies to the council. And if you do owe money to the council, please reach out to customer care and I would say make an agreement with the financial department, because we're here to help you in any way possible. Make sure your true financials are turned in. This is on here because I will say there are a lot of true financials that are not turned in right now. And so we cannot put you into that ABC Smart Cookies. We cannot allow you to, basically fundraise for your troop if you're not turning in your financials and we don't know what you're doing with your funds and your finances. So that is a big thing right now. So please make sure your financials are turned in and get those done as quick as possible. If you need help with that, please reach out to council. We can definitely help you. Staff is here to help you with everything. It's very easy and we can help you with that. Please complete your DocuSign. On the DocuSign, you have to put your Truth bank account and routing number. And this is for us to take out that money that you owe to the council. So let's say you owe $1,000 to the council, but your proceeds are $100. We would just take out that $900. Okay, so all your proceeds just stay in your account and we just take out what you owe. And then you must use the ABC Smart Cookies platform. I know some of us are old school where we just want to write on a piece of paper, oh, this girl, took out this amount of cookies. You have to use the ABC Smart Cookies platform. Otherwise, we think that you have like 50 cases of cookies and you might have already given them out. But if you're not putting it into the Smart Cookies platform, then we don't know that all of the cookies in your troop are gone and you need to order more, because we can essentially deny you to order more because we don't ever want a troop to have excess amounts of cookies. All right. So first things first, with this position, I would say to get organized, and this is a cute little goal chart that you can find on our website. I know Christina put it up there. Purchase a binder for your troop. Keep track of all of the reports, the receipts, and the girls. Some people, I know Ashley, she has a tab for each of the girls in her binder. You can have a tab for each of the levels for the girls as well. Add the important dates page. So there is, in your guide, there's a page that has all of the important dates for you. And keep it in the front of the binder for reference if you want. Keep all of the important forms and the signed documents. You can put them in clear protection sheets. The troop coordinator guide, you should have that. You can put it in your binder as well. A lot of people go through the training and they use the PowerPoint and they add screenshots of it for a resource. There are videos on how to navigate through Smart Cookies, so you can also add those screenshots as well. And I'll show you how to get to those training videos as well. So your primary duty as the troop coordinator is you oversee the cookie program for the troop. Okay. Your duties and responsibilities before the cookie sale starts. First things first is set up dates. Your dates and times are very important. Communicate with parents on what days you will start collecting payments. Let them know that the initial order delivery will take place anytime from January 30th to February 5th. And so I would just let them know, hey, during that week, we're going to get a delivery. I'm going to need all hands on deck. Just kind of let them know and communicate with them at all times. You will find out from the SU director what date that is, and then you'll call your parents to let them know that when they'll pick up the cookies. You want to make sure that you are setting those dates to collect payments, because that first ACH withdrawal is on February 18th. So if you don't have money in the account by February 18th, you're going to go under, and you don't want to be negative in your bank account. So just make sure that you collect the payment from the families, and of course set those boundaries. You could say, Mondays and Wednesdays, is our day to collect payment, or at our troop meeting, or however you want to handle it. Whatever is convenient for you and the easiest, make sure that you are taking that money, writing the receipts, and then going to the bank with it. Host a parent or family meeting. Zoom is very convenient nowadays. You can do it on Zoom. You can do it during a regular troop meeting. You can have the girls doing their badge work and then talk to the parents and give them their materials, that sort of thing. Get familiar with ABC Smart Cookies. So the parents are most likely going to ask you how to do stuff in ABC Smart Cookies. I would just go in there and kind of fool around with it, look at the tabs, watch some of the training videos, that sort of thing. Make sure you participate in the boosting lottery. Okay. All right. And that is, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. You will enter initial orders by January 20th into ABC Smart Cookies. And then you will pick up initial order delivery, and then you will distribute those down to the girls. All right. I know that these are just your responsibilities beforehand, but if you have any questions, please let us know.
All right. Can I answer just a couple questions here real quick?
Thank you.
You will know which girls have DocuSigns because they will show up already in your Smart Cookies when you get access. After you fill out DocuSigns, will we wait for the yes, you'll get an email when it's time to get in, for you to be able to get into Smart Cookies. All right, and I think that's everything I haven't answered. Okay, there you go. That was just easier. Thank you.
Oh no, perfect. Thank you, Sarah. I was able to go turn off my heater. It's sweating in here. All right. So your program materials, this is what you should have picked up from your SU director, or you will pick up from your SU director if you haven't already. You will get the order cards for the girls, money envelopes per girl. The receipt booklets are for you as the troop coordinator to keep because you're the one going to write the receipts, and then you will get program guides. You will also get samples of the Adventureful cookies per troop. So, you know, that's always fun. I usually put out the samples when I'm doing my parent meeting, so, and giving the parents the material. All right, so first things first, the troop initial order. This is placed again by January 12th. The initial order will be picked up from the service unit director or from one of the mega drops. You will order in cases, 12 packages in a case. The gluten-free cookies are a pre-ordered item. If you did not already order those, I don't want to say you missed out, but we can't guarantee that we can get you any of those. There are troops that actually order excess amounts of them because they use that kind of as leverage in order to trade with you. So they might say, hey, I have, you know, extra cases of gluten-free cookie if you give me some Thin Mints, you know. So there are troops that are like that, and they have excess gluten-free cookies because this happens every year. So they kind of use that to their advantage. Troops are financially responsible for the order that is placed. So please don't go overboard. And if you need help with the first order, let us know. I think everybody from the product department, everybody on here are seasoned leaders. We've all been in those positions and we all know how to order. So you can reach out and we can definitely help you to, you know, help you know what to order. And then Smart Cookies will have last year's information to assist returning troops.
Bobby, can you slide update? The 2021 January should be 2022.
Oh, thank you.
And we will go over a Smart Cookies dashboard to show you where to click and where to go when you give us control.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Yes. let me write that note really quick. Otherwise I won't update it. I don't know what year it is anymore. Okay. I still think we're in 2020. All right. So when you go to do your troop initial order, there are these tabs up top, and it will say orders, and then you go to troop initial order. And then this right here is where you will actually put in your troop orders per flavor. Okay. So Christina, was it by cases or was it by packages?
It's by cases.
It's by cases. So if you are, if you please, and that's kind of why we have service unit directors, because sometimes service unit directors will go in and they're like, whoa, that's kind of a lot of packages. That doesn't seem right. And then they'll call you and say, you know, did you think it was by packages or by, you know, cases? So you have that, also that extra person that is watching. All right, so picking up your initial order, you will receive your initial order. You will verify that cookies are correctly counted when being placed in your vehicle. And of course, it goes by, you know, if your service unit is doing it or if you're coming to Mega Drop, make sure that you are counting the cookies. I will say, if you count the cookies and they're wrong, just keep recounting them, because you need to make sure that that is the correct count, and you do not want to sign out for cookies that are, if you're missing something, because you're responsible for those. Vehicles, sign dot sheet after cookies are placed in the car, in the vehicle. So this dot sheet right here says you had 4 cases of Thanks-a-Lot, 6 cases of s'mores. So if something is wrong, you know, cross out. Maybe you received 7 lemonades. So cross out the 8 and put a 7 and make sure that you sign for it, because you do not want to be financially responsible for something that is missing. Vehicles need to be large enough for your order. And if they're not, please bring multiple vehicles. And then follow the service unit cupboard managers or council staff instructions. I know some cupboard managers have different rules. Mine in my service unit, she would tell us that, you know, kids were not allowed. We had to wear closed-toed shoes. We had, you know, kind of a lot of rules, but those were her rules. She was doing the cupboard and we just followed them. So just make sure if your service unit manager, cupboard manager says, hey, you know, these are my rules, that you follow them. You're grateful to her for, for keeping that cupboard.
And those are the same rules as Mega Drop, Bobby.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. All right. So how many cookies fit in your vehicle? So this chart explains how many cookies will fit in your car. And if your car is empty, the back seat and trunk is included in this. So except for the driver, it should hold this amount. A compact car holds 23 cases, a hatchback 25 to 30, mid-size sedan 35, SUV or minivan 60, station wagon 75 cases, pickup truck full bed 100 cases, cargo van with seats 150, and then a cargo van without seats 200. All right, so if you have more cases than this, make sure you bring multiple vehicles. So when we have Mega Drops, we have you know, a troop can come, but they might have multiple vehicles together in a line, getting their cases and counting for them. I've seen service units or troops that will actually get rent like a U-Haul. You can do that as well. It's easier sometimes just to do it all in one with a U-Haul. And they actually give good rates as well. All right, so distributing your cookies to your girls, make sure you schedule a time for the girls to pick up so they can start selling on February 6th. This is where we do the direct sales. The girls can actually physically have their cookies and they can go deliver them. Sort and stage the cookies that each girl ordered in a pile. So once I normally receive the cookies from the service unit director, I have, you know, a list, like a sign-up list of when parents will come. I will normally stage it. Let's say Christina's troop is coming first, so or Christina's coming first, so I'm going to have Christina's cookies all, you know, sorted and staged for her. So when Christina comes, we can count them together. She can count them. We just count them just to make sure that they're the right amount of cookies and then sign for them. Count the cookies with the parents, provide receipts. You have those receipt booklets. You have to have a receipt for every time cookies exchange hands, you have to have a receipt for it. And when parents sign for the cookies, they are responsible for them. So if a parent goes home and says, hey, I didn't receive my s'more cookies, or I don't know why I have s'mores on my mind. I didn't receive my lemonade cookies. That's an actual cookie this year. That's their fault. They already signed for the cookies. So they have to make sure that they count them when they receive them. Cookies that are not sold by a girl cannot be returned to the troop, the council, or the cover. All right, so these are your girl guidelines. The girls have to be registered as well. So you'll go into the ABC Smart Cookies platform and you might not see a girl in there because she might have not been denied, but she's not approved yet on her DocuSign because she's not registered for the 21-22 year. So please make sure that your girls are registered in your troop. You can go into your MyGS VTK on our website, and I'll show you how to get into there as well. But your troop will be in there, and you can look and see if your girls are registered. The girls cannot owe money to council. The parents and guardians have to complete a DocuSign, and then the girls have to use ABC Smart Cookies as well. All right, and ABC Smart Cookies, really, kids nowadays with technology are better than me. I would say my girls know how to use the credit card application way better than me. They taught me how to do it. So that it's not a hindrance on our girls, I would say. So at your family meeting, the first thing you need to do is explain the purpose of the program, the 5 skills. Distribute the materials, inform them of important due dates. If you have this calendar and it has the important dates, you can actually go in and you can type, you know what, this is when my due date for collecting money is, you know, so you're able to set your own due dates as well, okay? Explain how cookie distribution works, that they actually have to come out, count the cookies, sign for the cookies, and then get their receipt, and they're supposed to keep their receipt. Guide them on safety of girls, discuss boosting policies. So maybe you have like an app, like a Sign Up Genius, where the parents are gonna sign up for the different boosting locations, or you just print out on pieces of paper and have the parents sign up for boosting. However you're gonna do boosting, let them know that they have to be background checked, you know, that sort of thing. So discuss all the policies with them. And of course, display the recognition line and how each one is earned, because that is what, you know, it kind of pumps the girls up and the parents, I would say. Everybody loves recognitions and rewards. That's how the girls set their goals. Like, oh, I want this blanket, or I want this camping bundle. So, all right, Sarah, any other questions that weren't answered that you need to go through?
I think the biggest question was about gluten-free cookies and new troops. There are troops that do order a lot and are sometimes willing to trade. So we can try and at least get you a case if you want them. Not everybody does. So and then program materials. We had service unit training last night. So those service unit directors are supposed to contact council through customer care if they have not received their training materials yet, because if they don't, either we have it or the person who was the service unit director last year has it. And the credit card payment is through the Smart Cookies app, which you want to find. It is both Android and Apple. And yes, the PowerPoint will be available in GS Learn. There you go.
We'll try
Nancy Woodson 624 does not have a service unit director. So if you're interested in that position, please let us know and help your service unit.
Absolutely. You're doing it for your troop. You might as well help out the service unit.
All right.
We do have Brianna raise her hand. So go ahead and unmute yourself.
I don't know if I missed it or not, just because my son is sick and was crying, so I had to step away for a second. Say we order cookies and we don't sell them all, what do we do with the extras? I know we can't give them back. What can we do with the extras? What and then also, what if we don't order enough? Are we able to order more? Like, let's say one girl sells out all of her cookies, but she has more to, more people want to purchase. Are we able to do that?
Yes, that is the cupboard, and we will get to that. Those are called planned orders.
Okay.
And what was the first part?
If she doesn't sell all her cookies, what happens?
Oh,
You put it on Facebook that you have
put it on
excess
Facebook that you have
cookies. And believe me, somebody will come snatch them up. You put
Yeah,
you're
you just want to
located.
keep making sure that you monitor. So you will be placing your plan orders, and towards the end of the sale, you kind of want to
Right.
say maybe about 2 weeks before the sale ends. If you have excess amount of cookies, try to reach out to troops because again,
Right.
they would rather help you, and we would rather them help you before they
Right.
place a planned order or anything else to get more.
Right. Reach out to your service unit director, and they'll know of troops that are looking for cookies. And like she said, we would rather have that other troops get cookies from you instead of putting in a planned order.
Okay,
So-
I just
which is
wanted
for
to
more
make
cookies.
sure. I just wanted to make sure, like you said, put it on Facebook
Yes.
if we're even allowed to do that after.
Troops trade. Most of the service units have a Facebook group
Yes.
that you can be like, hey, our troop has, way more peanut butter patties than we need. Can anyone trade me for a couple cases of gluten-free? Or, or whatever cookie you might need. Some Thin Mints or caramel delight.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Communication is key, and just making sure you monitor at the very end of the sale. Like I said, 2 weeks is probably perfect. Once you know that you have excess cookies, that's when you should be saying, okay, let's try to see. First, reach out to your troops. Who knows? Girls might be willing to help. Then
Right.
service unit is always a perfect route to go.
Right. And especially as you get close to the end, there's a lot of troops that are doing final push cookie booths and need extra stock for that. And so they can, take them off your hands as well.
What is the
Leave them.
deadline we can sell those cookies though? Like if does the deadline come and pass? If we still have extra cookies, what do we do with them then?
If you have a lot of extra cookies at the end, you can put in a request for an extension. Those would be on a case-by-case basis. So not everybody just automatically gets one. It's a tricky thing. We'll try and help you get rid of your cookies. If you have care to share boxes, you could move those. You could use that to pay for those cookies and donate them. So there's different ways to work it.
And just letting you know, like she said, it is a case-by-case basis. We are going to ask, did you reach out to your service? So we're going to make
Right.
sure that you did your part first. So like you just don't want to, we're going to check your orders as well, that you just didn't last week order lots of cookies and then now asking for an extension. So just make sure you're monitoring and keeping up with all that as well.
Sure, I just want to be able to
Jim.
answer questions for parents, because the parents will ask, if I have extra cookies, can I just sell them on Facebook or something? And I know that there are some rules against some of that. So.
We're going
We'll
to
get
get
to
into
that.
that in a little bit. Can we answer questions in a bit and just go in the chat? Sorry, Sarah, because we have a lot to go through. So during the sales, and we'll answer the questions at the very end, I promise. Your job is to manage the troop inventory and then allocate the packages to girls and smart cookies, and you must use smart cookies. Keep detailed boothing records of the allocated cookies. So if your girls are boothing, you will need to make sure that you have some type of way to track who sold what at the booth. And you need to know how many cookies you start with and how many cookies that they come back with. Distribute the cookies and sign and give parents a copy of receipts, and then view the on-hand inventory report. Ashley, what is the on-hand inventory report?
On-hand inventory report shows how many cookies you still have left that you've entered in the system. So always, if you're updating girls taking cookies out, if you're updating in that in Smart Cookies, you have this handy report that will let you know that your inventory is matching.
Perfect. All right. Parents need to turn in money on a weekly basis, and if your troop has collected over $1,000, deposit it within 72 hours. You do not want to be, you don't want to have that much cash on you. We have had circumstances where people have gotten their money stolen or lost, that sort of thing. Keep track of money with the receipt book and make sure there is enough money in the bank account for ACH withdrawals. And when I say that they withdraw, it is in the morning. So make sure that the day before, go to the bank before it closes and put all of that money into the bank. That happens more than I would like to admit. And then, of course, maintain communication with the service unit director and the service unit covered manager. All right, so there are in-person ways to participate this year. The order cards, this is where the girls collect money on that cookie order card. And then direct sales, this is where the girls collect money from customers. So when we say February 6th, direct sales starts, that's where the girls actually physically have the cookies. They go to door to door, and they just sell in person. Walkabouts. Walkabout is where they take the cookies door to door in residential areas. Lemonade stands. This is where the girls set up a table on their property or where their close relatives live. I would say you can do that as well. And they sell cookies outside of their house. So normally it starts on Super Bowl Sunday. So normally this is a different year. Normally every year my kids put up a table outside and they sell cookies that way. Lemonade stands, I would say, are very beneficial because it happens the very first day and people will drive by and they're like, hey, Girl Scout cookies, so you do sell a lot during that time. And then boozing, and this is where the troops put tables in front of a business where the girls sell cookies to customers of businesses. This is the most popular way of taking orders, and a lot of customers see where your troop is and they get all excited. Drive-through. So this is something we actually added last year, and I have a slide on it to show you how to do it. But what troops did was they set up a booth and they allowed cars to come through to purchase cookies. Has to be in a safe area. My troop did it in a church parking lot where we had like a table set up, and then cars would come into the parking lot and we can sell them cookies that way. So the online ways to participate, we have direct ship. Like I told you before, this is where the girls create a store in Smart Cookies and they send emails to friends and family. The customers pay online for product and shipping, and the order payments automatically are credited to their account. So you don't have to do anything as a troop coordinator because when the customers go to pay, it's automatically credited to the girl. And direct ship means that they are shipped directly to the customers. Girl delivery, this is where the girls create a store in Smart Cookies. They send the emails to friends and family. Customers pay online for the product and shipping, the same thing. Orders are credited to the account. However, the orders are delivered by the girls. And we did add virtual cookie booth. This is something that happened last year as well. What happens is the girls, they brainstorm ways to get customers. They can do schedule a social media event or schedule a live stream, and they tell the customers, oh, we're going to be here at this booth this day, and kind of promote it, and it actually works. So advertisement. That works. So January 3rd is the order card when you can start taking order card orders. You may post on public and private social media sites that the girls are taking orders. They may collect money, but they must provide a receipt to the customer. Okay. I have a note here. If there is a complaint that a customer paid but did not receive cookies, if the customer has the receipt, the troop is responsible for getting the cookies to them. And then parents and guardians may take the order card to their workplace, but they must include a message from the Girl Scouts. So the message could say what the troop's goal is, the girl's goal, and what she's learning from the cookie program, that sort of thing. So the girls have to be involved in the sale in some way. This is what the order card looks like. When I say they can take order card orders, this is what it looks like. And the donate cookie packages is right here. So they can actually donate the cookie packages, care to share, and that's on a different slide. The order card is also available online in case a girl loses it or you run out, of order cards with your troop, so you can print them out. On January 12th, this is when online sales start. So they may continue to take orders on their order card. They may post the ABC Smart Cookies URL link with parent discretion and appropriation. They may not post their ABC Smart Cookie URL link on resale sites. Okay. They may advertise that the girl is selling on resale sites, but they cannot process any payments. And then online customers will have the option to have cookies directly shipped to them or have them girl delivered by the Girl Scout. Does anybody have any questions? Can you type in the chat if you have any questions on this? Because I know the resale site is sometimes needs clarification. Okay. And then, okay. And please, I love you guys, but some of you are direct messaging me, but I have to look at my slides right now. So if you can
message me, I'll answer you.
Yes, thank you. And I'm not trying to be rude in any way. I just can't do everything right now. So e-card invite. This is online ordering, and the girls will send out an e-card invite link for friends and family to order cookies online. So you go to this tab right here that says e-card, and then send e-cards. Pretty easy. I think it is. The younger girls will need help, of course, with the email addresses. So you will have to help them with that. The customer can choose to have cookies sent direct ship or girl delivery, and Smart Cookie tracks the orders and the girl receives credit for any online orders. Okay, so you can see view e-card orders, view e-card sent. Your contacts are saved in there, and it's kind of cool because sometimes I'll go in and say, oh, we have an order after you send the e-cards out. So. All right, February 6th this is when the direct sales start. So I would say the program officially begins. The girls have cookies on hand for direct sale. They participate in walkabouts and lemonade stands, and the ABC Cookies online store sales still continue. Does anybody have any questions? I don't want any confusion on direct sales versus order card sales, and all of that. If you have questions, just please type in the chat. Okay. Care to share? Oh, what a cute little picture. Care to share, this is, the donation. Customers not wishing to purchase cookie products have the option to donate $5 for Care to Share. The girls will receive credit for the donation, and the council will donate the products to a local charity. Customers can make donations in increments of $5, and the council uses profits from Care to Share to donate cookies to the USO and local food pantries. And if you have a special pantry that is near and dear to your heart that you want to share and you want us to reach out to send cookies to, please let us know, because that's what we're here for. We're here to serve you and get people served in our community. So the direct ship gift box is back. It holds 6 packages. Last year they were super popular. We sold not our council, collectively in the GSUSA sold 100 and not GSUSA, ABC Smart Bakers sold 105,000 gift boxes, and that was an increase of 380% from 2020. And they're super duper cute. When they came in the mail, it's like so fun. The shipping charges are not the same. Sorry, we added 50 cents onto that, so that's my bad. So it's $12.50 for 1 to 12 packages. Super cute. Ashley, did you want to say something on subsidizing the shipping?
Yeah, so for the beginning of fall product, a lot say how expensive the shipping is. That's not the case on cookies. It's a lot better. We do, as a council, pay for subsidized shipping. We're able to do that, and it offers a special price of shipping. So from anywhere from 5 to 12 boxes, it will be $12. I'm sorry, anywhere from 5 to 12 boxes, it'll be $6.25. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah. I'm just going off of memory. I'm not really sure.
I
believe it's $6.25 for 5 to 12 boxes to ship.
That is correct. From
Yes.
1 to 4
Christina.
boxes, 1 to 4 boxes is $12.50. For anything over 4 boxes, from 5 to 12 boxes is $6.25. That is the subsidized shipping. It does reset once you go past the 12 boxes, but that's a whole nother thing.
Did we make a slide for that? Or what did we have that on?
There will be a handy dandy flyer that I am in cahoots of conjuring up that will be available on our website for cookie season.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
And then, of course, if you did not know, our cookie packages are $5 a package, all the same prices. I know different councils around here even have $6 per package and then $5, or gluten-free. I saw gluten-free was $7 in a council right by us, and then the rest were $6 a package. Ours are $5 a package for every single package of cookies. All right, so money handling, and if you need to, take a screenshot of this. Just make sure my face is not in your slide. But this checks must have the first and last name of the person who wrote the check. They have to have the address, the phone number, the driver's license, and it needs to be made out to GSCCS, and then put your troop number in the memo space. If a check bounces and does not have this information, the council will not be responsible for that. The troop will be responsible for that money. So just want you to know that it has to have all of these things in order for the council to be responsible for the money, and not the troop, basically. If a parent takes a bill that is larger than $20 and it is counterfeit, the person who took the bill is responsible. Council will not reimburse the troop. Make sure that you purchase one of those counterfeit pens, or talk to the girls about how to decipher what counterfeit money looks like. Keep money secure, and if you did not know, daisies are not allowed to handle money. That is all right. That is a universal rule. We're not being mean to daisies, just sometimes they don't know how to count the correct money, that sort of thing. Okay.
When my girls were daisies, they weren't even allowed to sell cookies.
Oh, wow.
These
So
are the best sellers. Sorry, I had to say that.
if you don't know Ashley, her kids are always the top sellers. Well, not, I mean, for the last few years, they're just amazing sellers. And she has that passion, and they do too. That's why she came to do that position in product. So super fun. So collected funds. So anyways, Ashley will chime in with her with her comments because she loves product. Collected funds, deposit money directly into Troop account on a regular basis. Over $1,000 should be deposited into the Troop account within 72 hours. Never keep large amounts of money. And when collecting monies, count with the parents and write and sign a receipt for the monies collected. You will have receipt booklets. Do not put cookies and money on one receipt. Always put, money on one receipt, and then when they're getting cookies on to another receipt. Okay, so always, always, always give receipts from money collected. And I will, yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I was gonna say, I was just gonna chime in. I always tell my parents that their money needs to be pre-counted and organized when they bring it to me, so that they know how much they have of each denomination and checks. And so that when I count it and I'm going, $400 in 20s, that sound right to you? And then we go through it together. But I don't want to just someone to show up and just dump money on you. Don't want someone to jump that on you either. You want it ready to go when they come.
That is completely true. And you will have parents that will try to I'll give an example, and I've given this example before. I had a girl come to my door, and she just had a bunch of money, and she's like, here. I was like, what? No. You need to go get your mom out of the car. I don't care if she's in her pajamas. We don't judge around here, and we're going to count it. So they do not let them just run money up to you. It needs to be, like Sarah said, organized. They know how much it is, and then write the receipt together as well. So this is your smart credit processing. So there are no hardware devices like that we used to have with the Square. It's just in the app. So the girls can take credit card payments during girl delivery using their smart devices. They can use an iPad, whatever they have. You can have that at your booth as well. It posts automatically immediately into Smart Cookies, and it is an easy way to help the girls and the troops achieve their goals. So I feel like it's worth it to use the smart credit card processing. And I just kind of practice with my girls ahead of time before we go out, before that February 6th day, or whenever I get access, and we kind of practice with it before they go door to door with it, because it's pretty self-explanatory, but they might need help with it as well. All right, so the ACH, we did talk about that a little bit, but the Troop bank account must be entered. The Troop deposits all of the money collected into the Troop bank account, and then on the scheduled dates, the money will be withdrawn from the Troop bank account into our GSCCS bank account. There are 4 ACH withdrawals, but only the amount due to council will be deducted from the Troop bank account, and proceeds will remain in the Troop account. And then to view the amount due to council, you will go to the report that's called Troop Balance Summary, and this is in ABC Smart Cookies. Does anybody have any questions on that? Sarah, can you answer, please? Or Christina?
To answer it, yes, you need to put it on your form again this year, because some troops have changed banks, and we need it fresh every year.
All right. So for finances, there is a tab that says finances and then financial transactions. You will have a tab that says troop transactions, and then you will have a tab that says girl transactions. So you will actually go into this where it says girl transactions, and then you can put the girl's name and then how much she gave you on what day. Okay, so you're able to do all of that all within ABC Smart Cookies. And I would say, again, just kind of like keeping up to date with your ABC Smart Cookies. You're going to have to keep up to date with the financial transactions, the orders that you're transferring out. So let's say you tell the girls, okay, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you need to turn in money. So, after the girls turn in their money on those days, go in and make sure that you put everything into ABC Smart Cookies.
And
or
this
the
is
next
actually
day.
much easier than it looks. If you look down in the bottom left-hand corner, it says add a girl transaction. You click on that and you'll get drop-down screens for the girl's name. And then is it cash or check? What was the amount? What was the date? So it's very easy to enter these.
And we'll show you. I think Christina will go through ABC Smart Cookies, correct?
Correct.
Yay, okay. So other orders conducted throughout the season, we have transfers. So if you go to others, there is a transfer tab. This means that you're moving inventory within the troop or or outside of the troop. So you're transferring cookies between troops. And that's a good way to manage the troop inventory so your girls don't have so many cookies. Or you can transfer cookies from girl to girl within your troop as well. So that's in transfer order. Planned orders. This is ordering more packages from the cupboard. So let's say you go boozing and you're like, you know what, I don't have enough caramel delights for next week's boozing. You will need to go into planned order and you will need to put a planned order in by Monday at 8 a.m. And this will ensure that you get cookies by the next weekend. And then damaged order, that's reporting any damaged cookies. And then virtual cookie share is the packages for donations that are sold by each girl within the troop. Okay. So safety-wise, we want our girls to be safe. Show that they're a Girl Scout. They must wear some sort of, something that makes them affiliated with Girl Scouts, whether it's Girl Scout clothing or a uniform, one of their Girl Scout tabs. They need to be identified as a Girl Scout. Use the buddy system. They cannot be out on the streets without a parent or without other girls. Be streetwise, become familiar with the areas and neighborhoods where the girls will be selling Girl Scout products. Partner with adults. They must be accompanied by an adult when selling or delivering products. Plan ahead. Be prepared for emergencies and always have a plan for safeguarding money. I don't want to, be a negative Nancy, but sometimes, it has happened where at a booth, a money box is left out and someone steals it. So please safeguard that money. Do not enter a home or a vehicle of a person when the girls are selling or making deliveries, and avoid selling to people in vehicles, or except for if it's like a drive-through booth, or going into alleys. Protect their privacy. So never have the girls never give their name to or address to customers. Be safe on the road. Always follow pedestrian practices, especially when crossing at intersections or walking along roadways. Be web-wise. Have parent permission before conducting online activities. And then talk about PPE. So washing hands, sanitizing, that sort of thing. If your troop needs any type of PPE kits, we have some from last year still. I know we have cones, we have some hand sanitizer, some masks. gloves, I believe. So just reach out to customer care, and I know the Goldmine store still has some of those PPE kits. All right, so it's the end of sales. So at the end of sales, your parent delinquency reports need to be completed by March 31st, 2022. I will stress, you know, it may seem awkward at first, especially if you're brand new, that you have to complete a parent delinquency report. At the parent meeting, just be upfront and say, you know what, if they don't pay by this date, I have to fill out the report. That's my responsibility as part of this job of troop coordinator. I filled them out for co-leaders before. I felt, you know, it doesn't matter. That means that the troop will not be responsible for that money that is owed. So you don't want the other girls to be hindered by someone not paying their money. And you know, it's no big deal. It happens to everybody. You know, we get tired, we get rushed, we don't sell some of the cookies. It happens sometimes. But filling out that parent delinquency report will save your troop. You want to have proceeds. You don't want to be paying other people's debt. Deposit remaining money into the troop bank account. The ACH final withdrawals will take 100% of the monies that are owed, and then make sure that you place that recognition order by April 1st, and then receive the recognitions from the service unit director. Please, 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 please continue to get those recognitions from the service unit director. We have had people, quite a few people, that kind of just leave the recognitions with the service unit director. Your job is to make sure that the girls get those recognitions, and you know, that's what pumps them up to sell for the next year. All right, so receipts. You will attach receipts to each girl's balance summary report. If a parent has not paid, again, a parent delinquency report will have to be submitted with receipts attached. So when you fill out that parent delinquency report, you can have those receipts and you attach them, okay? Does anybody have questions on any of those things? All right. Troop proceeds this year are 95 cents per package. And just, you know, a reminder that troop proceeds belong to the entire troop and never become a property of an individual Girl Scout. Let's say that we have a Miss Priscilla that's going to sell for a troop, but then she's going to actually change into a different troop next year. She cannot take, you know, if she earned the troop $2,000, she cannot take $2,000 to the next troop. That belongs to the troop that she's in at that time. And 95 cents, that's a pretty penny. And okay, so troop proceeds, if we get to $1 million collectively as a council, we will get $1 per package of cookies. So I'm super excited about this because, you know, we want to get to that $1 million mark as a council. All right. So we have the recognition, and I'm going to actually show the actual recognition flyer in a second. So this is the recognition flyer, but if you have a cadet, senior, and ambassador only troop, you can actually fill out something called in lieu of recognitions. If the girls decide that they do not want these recognitions, they have an option of receiving a membership, patches, cookie dough, and 20 cents additional per cookie package. But you have to fill out the form, and the form is due by February 15th. And it's located on our council website. All right, I'm going to stop share really quick. I was like, what did I stop share for? Okay.
Wow, those questions are just rolling in.
Well, while Bobby's changing, let me answer these real quick. So it is service unit directors should have extra receipt books if you need more, both council stores. or council offices have them. So just let us know. You can come in and pick them up. And nope, it's 95 cents. There's no extra hoops you have to jump through, like selling fall product or hitting a certain PGA. And it's $1 total per package if we reach the 1 million packages mark. And I think that covers them all.
All right, perfect. Ashley, do you want to go over the troop recognition? This is your baby.
This
You
is
love doing
Christina's
this.
baby. I
Oh,
think
this is
Christina
Christina.
should. Yes.
So in case everybody doesn't know, our girls actually choose our recognition. So this is when you know, people have stuff to say about the recognition. I just want to point out that it's the girls that actually make these decisions on the recognition. So you know, they choose the things that are important to them. Christina, did you want to go over this?
Just a second. I just wanted to clarify when I said this is all of our babies. We really love that the girls are able to put in their input about this. So, but Christina created the recognition flyer for us. And so she does an awesome job at that.
Okay. Thank you for that introduction. So we have a nice 2-page, I'm going to say that again, 2-page recognition flyer. It is both front and back. This is strictly holds all the rewards, such as the individual items. I think to go over this, do you want me to go over each and every single one?
Oh, whatever you want to do.
Okay. So, and it is all in packages, not cases. It is by packages, and it is per girl. So if your girl sold 25 plus packages, she will get a theme patch. We are choices. So once you start seeing this little or, there is a decision to be made. So it is not an automatic default choice. It is a personal selection choice. You will need to let your troop coordinator know what choice you would like to get. So you can take this flyer, circle it, track your packages as you go along. So when it comes down to it, you know exactly what you'd like.
So just so you know, remember, she said the troop coordinator has to enter all these into smart cookies. That's you.
Yes. And so, excuse me. So we start off at second one is 50 packages. They can have a lanyard and a cute little adventureful keychain or a messenger bag with a nice little decorative design. They're going up to 150 packages. They have a cinch bag and cup, or a handy dandy spider phone holder, or a nice little utensil set. See, it's climb with courage, our nice little motto there for this cookie season. At 200 plus packages, they get a small baby koala plush, or an option to choose a sun visor. Think of the summertime, think of camp, think of these things going forward. Or a nice handy dandy water dry bag. Once again, these are choices, so you will need to make a choice. At 300 plus packages is a Girl Scout membership for the next year and a nice little participation patch. At the 400 packages, we have a koala-fied t-shirt. Woo! Or a lunch bag set. Look at that lunch bag and a nice little sandwich holder. Or a handy dandy fanny pack. Once again, if you think of your future, think of events, think of trips, maybe this might be in handy for your gal. We do have our events at the 500 Club. It's a nice hoodie blanket. Check that out. That is a one-size-fits-all. Or an event at the movies. Okay, there was a one-day event at the movies, Maya Cinemas. Or a handy-dandy hydrating backpack that your girl might be interested in. If she's outdoors, if you're thinking of taking some hiking trips, maybe that's a good price to go for. We jump over to our 600 packages. We have a translucent day pack or a beach towel. Okay, then jumping to Cali Girl, 750 packages, Six Flags event day, or a nice easel and artist set. Once again, the or is a selection. And we move into the middle, we have 850 packages, surprise, craft gift, or a nice little hoodie. Keep you nice and cozy and warm. Down to our Shush Girl, which stands for Super Secret Society seller honors. Is that right? I always tend to forget. It's a nice Wonder Valley glamping experience. Okay. And that's in Sanger, California. Or we have a beach bundle, beach tote and paddle balls. Okay. And additional items. Down to our second page. Second page is our bundle bonanza. We have a water bottle and duffel bag, or a nice karaoke microphone. Get that, that one might be nice. Do a talent show at your next troop meeting. Might be awesome. 2,500 packages. We have a rock Oh, whoops. I'm going across to the rock tumbler. Or a coding robot. Just think about STEM. Think about, maybe how to engage in our brain in a higher learning atmosphere. Okay, we got the 2,000 packages, a bedtime bundle. So we got socks, cozy blankets, and slippers. Or we got the hiking. We got a nice little bucket hat, poles, and a backpack. Anything that has a design or a color might be changed due to vendor availability. Just a little FYI. Okay. So, and we go down to our next one is a wagon, an outdoor wagon. It's collapsible. It's red today, but maybe it might be purple or blue. Well, but it will be a wagon. Or a study bundle, a nice little rocket book, a little lap pad, and a back arm pillow. The next one is our 4,000 packages, a gaming bundle. Ooh. Or an outdoor camping bundle, some chairs, some sleeping bags, and a tent. At our 5,000 packages, we have Camp Alowin. It's a voucher. Camp Alowin does put on resident camps, and they have their website up, and you can review their resident camps and their itinerary if you want more information on that. Okay, cookie dough. So cookie dough, I apologize for this typo. It is at 150 packages. Please disregard that $sign. You will receive $5 in cookie dough for every $50 sold, up to the max of $600 in cookie dough. Cookie dough is cumulative. Cookie dough you can use for our council store. You can use for events. You can use for membership. You can use it for stuff like that. Top 10 overall is a great Wolf Lodge experience or a nice little luggage set. And for our top 2 overall sellers is a San Diego Zoo experience.
Perfect. And then we do, just so you know, in case somebody asks, where are all the patches?
Yes. So we had to create an additional flyer for our handy dandy patches. And so the patches are cumulative unless otherwise stated. There is patches for the patches sold. Not sold, received when you hit that 500 club, when you achievement bars for every 100 packages sold. So you could see all the lovely little patches your girl can get additional, as well as her individual rewards.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Take it away.
All right. So I love her voice. Okay. So we have our from current slide. Since we were just talking about patches, I just wanted to put in a plug right here for the Kindness Counts patch. This will be featured on our website. So this is for adults. So anytime an adult member of Girl Scouts is caught being kind during the cookie season, you can nominate them for this Cookie Caught patch. And it's under the Cookies Plus tab, and then it will say Kindness Counts. They will get a card and one of these exclusive patches, but it will say 2022 right here, not 2021. That's super cute. Just want to put it on plug right there, and anybody can get that if somebody is helping you during cookie season, or helps you with cookies or transfers cookies, whatever you think. A lot of men get it because they're always helping with cookies too. So it's a great patch. So now it's the end of the cookie sales, and you're trying to create the recognition order. You have to go to recognitions and then create recognition order. That's how you're going to actually put in the orders. And Christina will show you in a few minutes how to do that. Recognitions, I just want to point out when receiving troop recognitions, make sure you count and sort them. If there is something missing, highlight it on the recognition order summary. So this is the recognition order summary that you can print out for each of the girls. So here's one girl right there, and then I normally have the parent sign by it, and you can see right here, this was missing, the llama plush. So she signed out for everything else, but she didn't get the llama plush. When the llama plush, it came in a few months later. If I didn't have that highlighted, or if I didn't keep notes, I wouldn't even have known who to even give it to. So make sure that you are keeping record of, you know, what you didn't get, who signed out for the recognition. Have parents sign the report somewhere, and in the event of something missing, this will provide assistance. All right. So I think I'm going to skip over this, and we're going to go to questions at the end. And if you have any questions on your responsibilities, we can talk about it, just because it's getting a little bit late and I want to talk about boothing. So we have two types of boothing. We have council secure booths. These are booths that are set up by Girl Scouts of Central California staff. Be sure to sign up for these booths before the season begins through the boothing lottery held January 6th through January 9th. Council staff is actually, they have been securing booths. They're going to secure booths up until January 2nd, I believe. And then on January 3rd, we are going to put out something called a do not call list. And with that do not call list, that's going to have a list of places that you as a troop are not supposed to call, because it means that we've already reached out to them, and they had either said yes and we put their location in the boothing lottery, or they said no, and we do not want to contact them if they said no, because we don't want to, you know, irritate or annoy some of our locations and businesses. So we have this do not call list that will be up on our website on January 3rd. From there, you can look at the do not call list, see who we called, and then you can secure your own location. So we have troop secured booths. These are the booths located at stores that troops themselves have contacted and requested. You do need to put these into smart cookies so we can make sure that there aren't any timing conflicts with another troop. Okay. So if you go into ABC Smart Cookies, I'll show you in a slide in a second of how you do that. We have two kinds of booths. We have a troop booth team. This is where you need to have one registered and background checked adult and one background checked adult who doesn't necessarily need to be a registered Girl Scout member. 2 Girl Scouts at all times, and then 1 Girl Scout can be at a booth with 1 adult under certain circumstances for the troop booth. A Juliet can booth by herself with a parent or guardian. All right, and it says if a girl is a Juliet, she can booth with just her and her GSCCS background checked parent or guardian. If you have questions on that, type it in the chat. So we did introduce something last year called the single Girl Scout booth, and we're going to allow that this year. We do have some girls and some troops that are still not comfortable with, you know, being together, and we still have some troops that are still doing meetings on Zoom. So we have a single Girl Scout booth, and this is where 1 registered and background checked adult and 1 Girl Scout booth. They have booth locations that are at the discretion of the troop coordinator. So they have to reach out to you. You're the troop coordinator, and you have to put those booths also into ABC Smart Cookies. If at any time the Girl Scout needs to leave the booth, it must be shut down until she is able to return. So let's say that's kind of the tricky thing. If you have a girl that has to go to the restroom and you only have one parent or 1 guardian, you do have to close down the booth, because you cannot leave the cookies out there and you cannot leave the money out there as well. Okay. I do want to point out for the single Girl Scout booth, this is not her own cookies. These are still the troop cookies. So if you are allowing this, this is up to your discretion as the troop coordinator. They have to use the troop cookies. All right. So boothing guidelines. Council secured locations will be included in the lottery. Troops can secure their own locations and enter dates and times into smart cookies, and then contact customer care if a location is requesting a COI. There are some times where I know, like Food Co, for instance, said that I needed a certificate of insurance, and so I contacted customer care, and they emailed me a certificate of insurance, so I was able to booth. All right, to schedule booths, you go into the tab that says booth, and then schedule booth, and then you type in the date, the time, and that location, okay? And it says request troop secured booth. All right, so boothing safety. Booths must be safe for girls and adults. No boothing in front of a business. Minors are not allowed to enter. You can kind of guess what that means. Booths must be away from traffic or car unless it is a drive-through booth. Money is to be secured in a safe location, and daisies are not allowed to handle money. And if you haven't seen, the Girl Scout office has really cute aprons right now where you can put the money in as well. And they have these reflective, like these reflective vests, super cute. And they have like cookies on the back of them. So just to, you know, promoting those because they're so cute. And then no siblings and tag-alongs or pets should be at a booth. So safety-wise, this was a slide from last year that I just kind of tweaked a little bit because, you know, I just feel like maybe some people aren't very comfortable still. You know, I'm just normally a germ freak in nature, so I do some of this stuff as it is. But, you know, I just wanted to put that out there just to be safe. It would just break my heart if any of the girls got sick. Girls may use face coverings. It's not a rule, it's not a guideline, but, you know, we do have extra masks here at the council if needed. And it's, you know, whatever girls are comfortable with. I have some girls in my troop that wear face coverings all the time because they have, for instance, I have one family where they live with their grandma and she gets really sick easily. So they always wear face coverings at our meeting, and that's completely fine. You can wear gloves if needed, hand sanitizer at the table, encourage cashless payments. The booth should be located a minimum of 15 feet from each entrance. That's normally just a rule at some of the stores. If it's not, then that's fine. Wipe down touch points between customers. Some troops put up a plastic barrier last year to use at booths. You can do that. You can't. You don't have to. I just wanted to put that out there in case you were thinking, hey, what am I going to do this year? So, all right. So this is boothing etiquette. If you have not boothed before, these are some of our guidelines and etiquette. So just so you know, we are guests at the business location set up in the area designated by the store. So sometimes they say, you know, I don't want you to block the entrance of the store. I want you to be this many feet away, or I want you to use this door and not that door. Some businesses may have different rules like that. Make sure you have 15 minutes before your time slot to begin to set up. So if you have a booth that is at 2 p.m., you can get there at 1:45. When your time slot ends, you have 15 minutes to clean up and pack. Identify yourself as a Girl Scout. Okay. Resolve conflicts peacefully, please. We are role models for our girls. If something happens at the booth, please just remember your Girl Scout law and your Girl Scout promise. Okay. Bring your own change. One of our rules is you're not supposed to go into the store that you were actually boothing at and then take all of their change. You're supposed to do that ahead of time. Have a positive attitude. If a leader has a positive attitude, it really trickles down to the other girls. Even when I'm not kind of in the mood with the for that, because it's like a long cookie season, even just thinking with the girls just kind of lifts their spirit. Leave the place cleaner than when you came. That is our Girl Scout rule. Leave the place cleaner than when you came. Sometimes, I'm cleaning up before I even start the boothing process. No eating or drinking at the table. We don't want to have a pizza at the booth. I have the girls eat before they come normally. We might get a snack before we leave, that sort of thing, but they're not technically supposed to be eating. They're supposed to be working. Never leave the girls alone at a booth. And if you cannot make it into your booth, please counsel in Smart Cookies and post in our GSPCS Troop Leaders and Volunteers Facebook group. Especially I would say towards the end of sales, we have a lot of troops that run out of cookies. And if you have that booth and that time slot, other people can't use it. If you're going to cancel, please let everybody know so they can go in and secure that location. Okay.
And can I just add, as far as that leaving the place cleaner than when you came?
Yeah.
One of the things that we've heard a lot from stores is with troops filling up their trash cans with cardboard boxes. So
Yes.
take your cardboard, break down your cases and take them with you.
That is exactly right. My whole back of my car will just be filled with boxes that I broke down, because you're not supposed to leave your boxes in the trash can. That is extremely right. Thank you, Sarah. All right, so what to bring? These are some things that we recommend that you bring. The troops boothing cookies, water, change, a cash box, table and signs. Everybody always wants to know how much the cookies are and what kind of flavors you have. First aid kit. Display your troop goals. If the girls have a troop goal and it's displayed, it helps their sales. Bling out your cookie booth, like this little booth behind the girls. Super duper cute. Office supplies like a counterfeit pen, tape, pen, highlighter. You're going to need, those sort of things during your boothing. Shopping bags, if possible. I know now, before it was more accessible. Now, now we have to purchase them. I purchased them off of Amazon. Actually, they have some cute green ones that I buy every year. They're little plastic shopping bags.
Just a quick plug. The store will actually, they did run out at Cookie University, but the store might be ordering more. So if you would like to call the store, we have bags. I believe they're 25 bags for $5. And they say thank you. They have ABC's logo on them, so they're really cute and durable.
Oh, perfect. I didn't even know that. Thank you. A binder with health history forms, a list of girls boothing, contact information, phone numbers, and a cookie boosting tracker. So a spreadsheet or paper that keeps track of who is selling and how many cookies are sold during the shift. All right, so this is kind of like the tally sheet that I use. I'm going to have to change it this year because the s'mores are not there. Packages sold at a booth are credited to the girls that sold at the cookie booth, including the cookie share. They will be added to their individual rewards and keep an accurate record of how many cookies are sold and who sold at that booth so you can divide them. All right. So for the boothing lottery, all troops have equal opportunity. The council secured locations will be in the boothing lottery. Troops can choose 50 boothing locations. Doesn't necessarily mean that you will get those. And you will log into Smart Cookies and pick the locations, dates, and times that you would like to booth. All right. I did want to just mention the 7 steps of virtual boothing. The girls will brainstorm how they can help others with Girl Scout cookies with the community, create a social media event or live stream, make it fun and personal, consider the logistics and include details, invite family and friends, promote on social media and in the community, and then celebrate and share success. And on our website, we have a virtual boothing guide that you can look at. And then this is drive-through boothing. So girls must never approach vehicles. Adults must hand cookies and money to the customers. So this is kind of what the setup looks like. And suggested number of participants, 3 to 5 adults and 3 to 5 girls. Assign designated duties for each of the participants. Maybe some of the girls are making thank you cards, some of the girls are packing the cookies, some of the girls are, saying whatever. So however the job duties are for the girls. And troops must have permission from property manager and must list in ABC Smart Cookies to take credit card payments. That is one thing with the credit card payments when you're boothing, is that if you don't have your booth approved in Smart Cookies, you will not be able to take credit card payments. So when your troop goes to a booth, let's say Walmart, it will, that day, that shift, will be an ABC Smart Cookies if it is approved. And so the girls that are boothing that day have to go to that location, they have to click it, and then they can start taking those credit card payments. So you're in order to take credit card payments, your booth has to be approved in ABC Smart Cookies. All right, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to have Christina show you how to maneuver through ABC Smart Cookies right now, but also the Cookie Program online resources. If you go to ABC Flickr, it has all of the clip art from this season. You can create your own boothing sheets, your own binder cover, whatever you need through this account, through Flickr. Smart Cookies has a 24/7 help desk support line. So this is 24 hours a day. So when I'm at a booth and something isn't working, instead of calling council, if it has anything to do with Smart Cookies, council cannot help you with your account per se. We can maybe answer a question, but if something is going wrong in Smart Cookies, you would have to actually call this number. So every time I call, they always pick up and they answer. So I would say to write that down, make sure you have that number always. You can also email them, but I just prefer to call them right away. And then the YouTube channel for ABC Smart Cookies actually has all the online tutorial training videos. The staff, like we don't actually get anybody that teaches us about any of these things. We have to actually go to the YouTube channel and we train ourselves with the online training videos. So everything that we get is basically accessible for you to use as well. So I just wanted to show you. And then I'm going to go to, this is our website. Get rid of some of these tabs. Okay, so our website looks like this, Volunteer of the Month. If you have not been nominated for Volunteer of the Month, okay, I'm just plugging this in, but please nominate someone for Volunteer of the Month. We want every service unit represented. And so if you go to the Cookies Plus tab, about Girl Scout cookies, and then resources, okay, Cookies Plus, about Girl Scout cookies. Oh, if you see right here, here's your DocuSign link if you have not done a DocuSign. Okay, so resources, and we have all of the dates right here. All the training. We have the YouTube channel, ABC's Flickr clip art right here. Here's the virtual boothing guide. We have your, the guide is right here. 2022 Cookie Program Guide is right here. Cookie calendar certificates for your girls. We have the in lieu of recognitions form right here, parent delinquent form right here, and then rewards flyer, patches flyer, goal chart, all kinds of stuff, allergen chart. Here is the cookie order form. So if one of the girls loses their order form, it's right there. Christina actually did put up all of this stuff for you. We have door hangers, receipts, thank you cards. And then DoorDash is going to be something that is coming up as well. We have the background check link. So if you as a leader or troop coordinator have not gotten live scanned, if you don't understand that email that we sent out, basically everybody that's in a appointed position like you, because you're a troop coordinator, needs to have a live scan done. It's kind of like all of the troops are starting over with background checks because you need to have 2 people that have live scans in each of their troops. So this is right here. Here's the form, mandated reporting. Okay, so I'm getting into other stuff. But I'm going to stop share and I'm going to have Christina. You can show them how to do the ABC Smart Cookie, please.
Okay, can you hear me? I'm assuming that's a yes.
Yes.
Okay, so here, can you see the dashboard? Troop dashboard.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what your troop dashboard will, well, I'm gonna just try to hide everything here for me, will look like, okay? This is a training one. This is just simply, everything's blank, of course, because we are into the new season. Up here, it says my troop. Go into your troop information, please fill out your information, address, phone number, etc. This will be the important information that we will use when we are trying to get a hold, our emails, etc. This information is utilized. So please fill this all out, okay?
Also, sorry, Christina, just to reiterate what she said, you want to make sure you fill that out as well, because when you do publish your troop links, if that zip code is not in there, it will not populate on the our website. So if you guys don't have that zip in there, I know some had last year and probably a lot of you are newer, so you don't know what I'm talking about. But just trust me, you want to put your zip code in there so that if you get any cookie shares on the troop link, you will get credit for those.
Okay, orders. Bobby briefly went over the troop initial order. This is where, again, it's blank because this is a training one, but this is where you would go and do all of your orders. The boothing as well, schedule your booth, your reservations, take credit card payment, etc. The rewards Bobby went over is right here for the recognition order, the financials, the reports you have current. If you had sold last year, you get access to all of your past reports in the archive. And if you go down here, it'll have the various ones. So if you go here, you can check out all of your past information. Orders, if you wanted to know what your troop ordered last year for their initial order, you would go here, go to report, and it would give you what you ordered as your initial order, okay? So if you don't have one, this would pop up like insufficient data. Training, the cookies, smart cookies training, all of your videos are right, smart cookies training, see all training resources. Here is some great videos for you to review. They also have PowerPoints, or what I call decks, volunteer registration, how do you register? How do you do online sales, managing your troop? So these are great videos to review. And if you can, download the PowerPoint and keep it on handy. Maybe keep it in your handy dandy cookie binder for you to navigate. So there's everything you need to do in Smart Cookies has a video and or PowerPoint. So this is going to be your one-stop shop for additional training, how to report accesses, how to manage your recognition order, okay? Regarding Flickr up here, This is YouTube. If you click here, it'll take you straight to your YouTube. If you click these little dots, it takes you straight to the Flickr. You don't need no additional login credentials. You have all of your wonderful printouts, store hangers, stationery. You can create some fun little sheets for your troop. You can create your own tally sheet. You can create flyers. You can create, if you are, a pro at Adobe or Photoshop or publisher, have fun with this. So you can download all the clip art. You want to make your troop shirts. And the same with the YouTube. This takes you directly there. Here's all the additional videos. So this has where, the videos that are on the ABC Smart Cookies, but it's also here as well. So you can direct your parents there. Let's see. One thing I did want to show, like in your financial transactions, is a cool little tip. When you're adding your girl transaction, is this a reference number? Where is it at? Hold on. Can you see this little receipt pop up that's showed up? If you can, great. I like to use this generic number in my reference section when I give out receipts. This is just a generic receipt that I printed, that I showed up as a reference to when payments were made. So utilize this box right here. Put at booth, at meeting, at something. It'd be great for you to look back on how things are paid and when we're paid. Close. Let me see. I don't know what's going on in the chat right now. Am I missing anything? We kind of went over everything.
I got it. I got you. I got the chat.
Okay, great. And this is just cookie lineup, cookie information. You want to learn more about each cookie, it has it all right here for you. So you can, review all of this information about additional cookies knowledge. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, troop messages. You can send your troop messages. All of those that are registered in your troop and that are listed, you can add a message and you can send it directly to them. It'll send it straight from your ABCs straight to the girls. So that's kind of nice to look at. But
that goes to their dashboard, not their email.
Their dashboard. Yes. Sorry about that. And their dashboard, you have a per girl average, inventory, total on hand. When you get cookies from your cupboard or initial order, you will start to see this number magically go up. Okay. At the end of your sale, this should be magically zero again. All your cookies should be distributed and allocated to a girl, whether by boothing or by individual girl pickup. At the end of the sale, this should be at a zero because you should not have cookies that are unaccounted for in your inventory.
That's the total on-hand inventory report we were talking about.
Down here, it has last year's and this year's information. Down here, it has, as you're going, you can start to see how much your troop is earning, the credits, that's for payments made online and whatnot, debits, balance due, etc. Here, this is Chris Cookie. She's our only girl. It would show how much cookies are given to her, and this is her information here. All your girls would be listed down here, right? You could see them all. You could check to see how many cookies are sold by person, packages, or cases. And you could check out girl financial responsibility. You need to know quickly, without running a report, how much does Chris Cookie owe? It'll show right here. All those payments that you made in that financial transactions will be posted here. So every time you make your financial girl transaction, $5, $10, it takes away from her total owed, collected, her balance due. When you got her pull reports on parent delinquents, unfortunately, the balance due is what is used in those financial transactions. And I think that might, and this just has an additional information on the bottom. So, and here there will be dates from council that has important initial order due this day, troop recognitions due this day. It'll be listed like right here. So you can check out your calendar as well.
And then the council will also sometimes email you guys and it will be on your dashboard
Yeah.
things as well.
I have one more quick thing, Christina. If you can scroll to the top. If you guys see where it says last updated,
Oh,
see the little, that is really important because that gives you the most current. Sometimes it does take a minute to refresh, but you want to make sure that you keep doing that. Some people had said that they couldn't see it. So if you don't keep refreshing that, it won't give you the most current report.
so make sure you always click that little circle. Will let you know to refresh your dashboard so that everything. And your goal, I forgot this. This is how you set your troop goal. You want to sell 1 million packages. You're going to update. That's your goal. It'll show on your girl's dashboard and it'll track your little goal here. You can change this at any time and update, and it'll update all of your girls as well. You want to give them a handy dandy, yay, we can do it here. Go for it. We're going to Disneyland. Put that here. You can update that as well. Message to the girls. You're doing a great job. Continue your hard work. Submit. It gets a message to the girls. So this is my only girl, so she shows here.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So the girls will go into their dashboard and they'll see those messages and where the goals are. You had a question though that somebody asked you how you take credit card payments during the booth.
I just answered it. So if the booth is in Smart Cookies and approved by council, then on the girls go to orders tab, there'll be an option there that says take a booth order, right? Or is that under? Yeah.
It's under booth. Take
Oh, it's
credit
under booth.
booth. Yes. And again, whoops, sorry about that. Bink. Those training videos will have on here how to take a credit card payments. I know it's on here. I just seen it.
Yeah.
We did them last year on under our girls' accounts under booth orders, but the troop leader said that it was really difficult to assign the payment to the right place or something. So I just want to make sure we do it right.
No, it automatically gets applied to the booth.
I believe what she's talking about is they took it under individual girl credit.
Oh, yeah, no, you have to take a booth payment.
Yeah, so if you're at a booth using Troop Cookies, you should never use your individual girls. You should always go, and each girl will have that on their website as well. So you as a parent can view that and see that the booth tab on very top and be able to take a booth credit card payment, not an individual girl credit card payment.
We did. We took it into as a booth payment. So there must have just been another level of confusion, but it was still in a parent and girl, we were logged into that app, but it was still a booth payment. So
right. And it should automatically go to the booth.
Okay.
Yeah. If she's using individual girl cookies, it should, but at booths, they should always be using Troop Cookies.
Yes.
And then there's 2 videos, one for booths and one for girls, girl delivery. Maybe they're lemonade standing. So watch the videos. Those are great tools. I'm going to stop sharing now.
Awesome.
Oops, sorry. How do I stop share? Whoops, there we go.
Perfect. Thank you so much for showing us. I think that's the biggest thing is sometimes the confusion when you go into ABC Smart Cookies on how to do some of this stuff. So I think that's super helpful for showing them. I just wanted to say that now you are qualified to sell cookies and be the troop coordinator for your troop. And if you ever need anything, reach out to customer care. You can always call or email. So when you actually email customer care, I know we push this a lot, but when you email customer care, it creates a case, and that case is like documentation. We have that. And it doesn't really get lost. We know it's there, and then they send it to whatever appropriate department needs to answer it. So it's really great to have customer care, and if you need anything by email, you can always email them. So I appreciate you. Thank you for everybody that came today. And if you need anything, we're always here for you. I'm going to push stop on